It's almost that time again. No, not Thanksgiving and Christmas, but Quartzsite time. The wheeled wonders are already filing in. Hey, I already ruffled some feathers, so let's stick with it. Let's piss some people off. Quartzsite, Arizona, a little town with a population just under 2,500, will be a town of about 2 million. The RVers, van dwellers, box truck people, schoolies, car dwellers, nomads, wheeled wonders, or whatever you want to call them, they will descend on this desert town. Like an invasion of a small country, the forces roll in by the thousands. With all these vehicle dwellers riding out the winter all in one spot, the vendors are close behind. The people with all the gizmos and gadgets, the people with everything the modern nomad needs. Soon the big tent will be filled with vendors. That's right, the quiet little street will be packed with travelers and all kinds of vehicles. The local stores and Walmarts will be picked clean. The repair shops will be inundated with vehicles of all types. But the real interesting things happen out in the desert. Some wheeled wonders head to the LTVA, that's the long-term visitors area, and pay a small fee for the use of the areas for months. Others head out to the open BLM land. Now out there is where it really gets fun. See, the nomads set up camp like tables in a school cafeteria. The first one at the table gets to say who can and cannot sit at that table. Now if you're a band kid, you can't be even thinking about sitting with the jocks. Yes, that's how the cliques work, even out there in the desert. Even though this is government land paid for by everyone, open to everyone, the free, cheap, and easy people, they take over. BLM rules are you can stay in your area for 14 days. After that time, you have to move and you have another 14 days. People get all excited and giddy when after 4 or 10 days or 6 days or whatever, they see a ranger for the first time. That means that they get their 14 days to start then. Woohoo! An extra 10 days. I see during this time of the year in this location, the rules are often bent real far, if not broken completely. The nomads, many of which are living this lifestyle not by choice, but by necessity, are lured to this area by the likes of Bob Wells. Bob has made a fortune from his tales of free, cheap, and easy. His promise of childlike wonder and escaping the man has packed the desert with people with false hope and gleams in their eye. Others are lured here with the talk of like-minded people and this grand, accepting community. They find out fast about the reality of the cliques. Sure, some of the newbies are welcomed in. I mean, hey, a new person, it's another number for the group, right? One more person to, supply food and drink and, during their little get-together meals or potlucks, as they call it, or, to provide a little bit of labor for the clan. Now, if you're lucky and you toe the line, you can remain in said group. Just follow the unspoken rules and you will be okay. Now, if you're one of the cool kids, don't even think about making friends with the nerds. That could get you bounced out of the area on the free land that is for everyone. Oh, and let us not forget about the events. The glorious events. Things like the RTR, the women's RTR, and the PARTR, and others. And the women's RTR, that was my personal favorite. Now, this is a female-only gathering. So, fellas, drop off your wife and then get the fuck out. Men are not welcome. Well, it is that way unless one of the fine ladies gets stuck or has some other use for you otherwise useless men. Then they'll come calling. Now, I wonder if someone merely identifies as female, if they're allowed to enter. I wonder if the RTR's woke. So, with literally millions of wheeled wonders invading the area, you can imagine how the landscape changes. Now, once all the cliques are together and batteries are established, the drama starts. Oh yeah, hell, things haven't even really started yet, and people are already getting into a kerfuffle, and some people are storming off as we speak. Isn't that right, Dave? Rigs are parked in a manner as to tell all passers-by where the boundaries are. Poles and tarps are set up, kitchens, dining areas, and the all-encompassing fire pit area are all established. Now, it may appear as one huge community when you look at it out there in the desert, but it's not. It's not. It's a bunch of tiny little ones, and not everyone is welcome. Now, the other thing to remember is that not everyone is in an RV. Not everyone has a shower and a toilet. Even those that do have bathrooms don't always dump them properly. Come on, let's be real. This small town has facilities, but not to accommodate the amount of people that flood the area. Blue Van Dan just talked about an area fenced off where a bunch of dump stations will be put in. He spoke of the several-hour wait for some to dump their tanks. Not everyone goes into town to dump. No. Many just find a wash and let her rip. That's right. Not everyone is saving up bags of human waste in their car until they can go into town to throw them away. Not everyone packs their vehicle full of trash until they go to throw it away and dump it. And you often do see people with trucks when they're going to town and they're taking other people's trash because, again, everybody doesn't run back and forth constantly. Where does it all go? Yeah, we know what happens. But of course, they don't take everyone's trash, only if they sit at your lunch table. Now, if you say that these things don't happen, well, you're just not telling the truth. If you think these things don't happen, well, you are sadly mistaken. Not everyone is boondocking in a comfortable RV with all the amenities. Not everyone has a savings and is still working while on the road. Not everyone is there by choice. I know, I realize I can't say that there are people with nothing living that way because they have to. No, I can't say that they have no other option but to live that way. Only they can say that. Only they can use the pity me excuse.
Aww.
But only when it serves them. Then they can say, well, I don't live it, but yeah, we know how that shit works too. In any case, it's that time again. The sand fleas will all be in one place. They won't show it on YouTube though, and Bob won't make a video about it, and it won't be in RV Weekly, but there will be drama, and there will be lots and lots of it. The Wheeled Wonders know it. They keep that shit quiet, but sometimes it leaks out a little bit. They all talk. They all say who is scamming who. They talk about the clicks. They know who is sneaking into whose rig, and they know who's trying to rub elbows with who for some YouTube clout. They all know who to smile at and nod and wave to, and they know who not to piss off because they will make their life a living hell. And it all goes down in the desert. And it's all starting now. They won't ruin the illusion of the utopian dream that is nomadic life in a vehicle. They keep the drama and high school bullshit behind the scenes. Or at least they think they do.
What we do here is go back.